What?
The intel that he gave you about the 98.
No, he didn't tell me anything about 98. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not gonna get hurt. He, I'm pretty sure he was framed over here.
I have alibis and testimonies stating where I was during these times.
We're pretty sure that it was my ex-lieutenant that was causing all the problems with POG and pinning it on the military and 98.
Plus I have radio transcripts here about what I was doing with my business.
I was gonna arrest him, but I don't have enough against him to arrest him in the first place. The gear that he had, I did
Because
in
there's
fact
nothing
give
there.
him.
I have radio
Exactly.
transcripts, I have personnel files, and I also have alimonies and testaments signed by those.
In fact, he, in good faith, even gave me the names of the other members that he had in his group that actually survived, and the 98 isn't even a group anymore, technically.
It is practically a traitor faction now.
I see.
So he's pretty much in the clear. This fisherman dude threw his name under the bus, but didn't actually know him.
Isn't the fisherman the man who tried to make radio freedom?
I believe so.
Radio
have a
freedom is a
documented
radio
thing.
station that despises the military.
He was trying to pin.
So
He opened fire on the military, and then when the military arrested him, he turned around and tried pinning it on 98. In fact,
well,
I will be
Well, you could
honest, I
have-
do know the 98, and they actually were not there at your attack. They were people disguised as them mostly.
Disguised? I
The
wasn't there at
armband?
POG.
Yeah, in the POG attack, it's easy to disguise themselves. You said that they were wearing military uniforms, but they had the wolf armbands. How hard would it be to duplicate that?
I don't know, the fact that they claim themselves as defectors of 98, and it's even confirmed by yourself.
Now, the Humvees, I gave him 2 of them as a treaty, basically, as a peaceful resolution to a little conflict that we had a while back. And that was
a
mostly
very long
because
while back, before the 98 became under new management.
that was when Helios was, or that was when Riley
Riley.
was in charge of the 98. Riley was trying to pick a fight with
Your
the military.
boyfriend.
Don't even mention that. So the whole thing with 98, it all falls down on Riley. Riley was the first leader of 98. He set it up. He led them. Basically, he tried to pick a fight with military by going out, doing a bunch of random shit against the people, including POG, to pin it on the military. Centron here showed up out of good faith and said that he was going to have Riley killed because he didn't like how he was running things, how he was pinning things against the military, and how he was tormenting the civilians. So he killed him personally within my military walls, and I gave him and his group 2 Humvees out of good faith. And it was basically they don't work for me and I don't pay them. It's just kind of a neutral agreement that we had that we're not going to fuck with each other. And that was.
And you can take
after.
those papers as evidence.
And that was
Just
after
so if,
the attack on Glinska.
Just in case if any more people, you know, try to spread the rumors about me, you have those things to back up my case.
Well, I have a feeling that the fisherman was around Riley before he locked up Trader. Because there was no way that he knew.
The fisherman started off.
You mean Helios, correct?
Yeah, Helios.
Helios is Riley, yes. Helios is the one that started all of this. He's the one that tried turning DOG against the military. And then when that failed, he tried turning the military against the 98. The military and the 98 have a mutual agreement. The 98 have already told me that they are going to leave everybody alone, and that their only contracted, that the only way that they'll get money from the military is if they are contracted to deal with a terrorist threat. Like for instance, if he would have been around when the fisherman opened fire on us and he was still the 98, he would have gunned him down. They're not hired
The
by me.
98 is a very strict force. If anybody does anything
98
without my command, they are severely punished.
Exactly. And me and him had came into an agreement a long time after your attack on Glinska. The attack on Glinska was not under his command. It was under Helios' command. He was playing a double agent. He was working for the 98 as well as posing as my military captain to turn POG and the people against the military, or if that didn't work, to turn
Which backfired on
the
them.
military against the 98.
Sorry, I get a bit nippy.
You're good.
So, hopefully this is all cleared. And hopefully this does not put a bad image on my prophet.
Basically, the 98 is a private military that turned into a traitor group. They run Safe Haven.
Well, we don't necessarily run it, but the mayor has access for security.
And basically,
From now on.
they're security.
Where's the mayor?
But that
Yeah,
would be
I haven't
Ava
met the mayor
Elmore.
yet.
She is a very adventurous type, if I say so myself. Normally, every time that I try to get in touch with her, she's either, you know, all the way down south, scavenging, or she's all the way up north, hunting, and it immediately backfires on her. She never stays in one place, I will say that.
Was she the lady that I saw earlier
I
today?
think I met her
when we were
once.
doing my trade order?
Is she the one that was saying that Helios was a coward behind the walls?
Yes.
Feisty, that one. I liked her.
Because she is actually Helios's ex.
And I'm actually Helios too.
What the
Helios. So when Helios came back, he brought Ava with him. And on the same day, by the way, like the same day, like at least 20, half an hour before you guys showed up.
Yeah. The only reason we were actually able to take Helios down was because of him. He told his guys to stand down when the shooting happened. If he wouldn't have done that, I probably wouldn't be standing here. He didn't want Safe Haven locked up. He wanted Safe Haven open for the public. He wanted it a safe place, which he seems like he's done a pretty good job so far.
Yeah. Right, well, unfortunately, I will have to leave now. So, I bid you all farewell. And hopefully this does not come back up in the future.
Wow.
Well, now that we've got that all cleared out of the way.
I guess that puts an end to this.
I mean, he seems sincere. I've known him a while. And I don't have any actual proof that he was even involved. And Helios was in charge of 98 at the time. Jeez. He
You
just went
actually
poof.
believe that fucking snake?
Huh?
You actually believe that fucking snake?
I mean, I don't have any evidence against him, other than somebody's word of mouth that opened fire against the military and people following him.
If that is what you want to
And he
put it as on
hasn't-
paper, then I suppose you should just put it that way on paper. Maybe cut your involvement with this case.
I mean, his involvement, he's got a point. Helios was playing both sides. Helios was in charge of the 98 on the attack on COG, but he was also marked as my lieutenant in the military. He was playing as a double-sided person. Now,
Do you not believe he
Helios
could have
even
possibly
admitted
also
that
been on
he
the
is,
side?
in fact. I mean, I wasn't there, and I wasn't involved in the fight. But I don't think that Centron was involved. At least not willingly. I mean,
Oh,
he could have
Coyote.
killed me, honestly.
Yeah, Skull
So what
Master really
happened?
gives you away, man.
We had a conversation, and he told me that Helios was the one that led the attack on not Safe Haven, but Helios was the one who led the attack on POG, which I kind of believe because Helios was causing problems with POG in the start.
But you do understand, correct, that the guys that did attack POG the second time, he let them run free, even after I saw in this video that he casted his promise that he would execute the traitors and defectors. Yet he did not.
See, the guy he executed said that he knew the 98, but the 98 isn't technically a faction anymore. They're not listed as such.
That was back when they still were.
Could be stragglers.
I I don't think that, I mean, yeah, there's stragglers, there's always stragglers, but that doesn't mean that they are the same people they were before. I mean, I'll admit, I've done some shit that I'm not proud of, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be the same person I was before.
Do I
I'll
need
be
to
honest, the gas attack
show you the
that's
video?
going on, the one in the airfield, the permanent one,
Yeah.
they're probably gonna kill me for this one. But, I'm the one that did that.
Where do you think I come from? Where do you think I come from?
Where do I think you come from?
Yes. Do I sound
Come from
local?
Poland, correct?
Correct. Do I sound local though?
Well, there's a reason that the airfield was gas.
I'm an
I
outsider.
didn't do it out of
I know why people have been gassing these
I
places.
wasn't here under orders to provide humanitarian aid. I was here under orders to gas and bomb the entire Livonia to deal with the infection. I disobeyed my command and I self-destructed the airfield and blew the gas within itself. And I killed everybody in that facility. Because I was refusing to kill innocent people because the government told me to. So yes, I still am a government official, but no, I'm not always going to believe or do as they have told me to do. Like they told me that I was here to provide martial law, I'm not doing that. Because martial law is wrong. People should have the freedom to do what they want and to choose their own decisions. Now, as for 98, they were under somebody else's command and they attacked TLOH. The ones involved were probably following orders and they don't want an involvement in it anymore. Just like I don't want to be involved in what happened at the airfield. And as for the gas, I'm trying to clear it out. Because, I'll be honest, there's a nice area there that would probably be useful for people to go and hang out.
What are you
I'm
going to
just
do with
trying to get rid of the
the
gas.
airplanes and all this stuff that they're... You know, if anybody tries to escape from there, and, like by an airplane or something, you know they're going to shoot it down at the border. That's kind of providing a false hope.
Yeah, false hope, but
I mean, I understand what you're trying
I'm
to do.
doing my best.
But I guess this does classify you as a non-governmental official. I mean, you kind of did go
It
AWOL.
kind of means that there's a reason I'm known as Livonia military and not United States military. Because
She's a
the
defector.
U.S. Yeah, the U.S. is actually out for my head. That's why I refuse to leave Livonia. That's why I'm still here, providing my own humanitarian aid to the people here, because the second they catch up to me and kill me, they're going to take this place over. And I guarantee you it's not going to be under the same laws as what I have.
I guess that does clarify a few things up.
I have a feeling if the U.S. gets in here and they take this place over, there's going to be a lot of civilians getting hurt and possibly killed. Because the United States military, they want to destroy everything here because they think that's the best way to deal with the infection. They're planning on doing it with Trinaris too. Because to them, the war with the Red Stars are still going. Even though it's been over for
I
years.
guess they assume it's something like the Beijing episode.
Yep.
Assume you've heard about Beijing
So they're...
in Shanghai.
I heard that they were both lost.
Lost. I would say wiped off the map.
Yeah. I heard
Millions of
some
people.
bad things have happened to the rest of the world.
Millions of people lost in the blink of an eye. I mean, most were zombies and mutants infected with RS number 7, but still. A lot of people. But
I've been here since the beginning. And I've been here trying to make sure everybody makes it in one piece. I'm not here to enforce laws or rules. If I have to arrest somebody with enough evidence that they're the ones that did it, I will, for the sake of the people. But in all honesty, everybody's out here to survive. They're all out here to live, just like the next person. I mean, he's backing me up, and he's not even military.
Coyote's a brave man.
But I'm not here to make allies, and I'm not here to make enemies. I'm just here to provide help.
I understand that.
I just used me as being here under the command of the UN as kind of a way to keep people from murdering each other. But in all honesty, the United Nations actually wants me dead. In fact, they want this whole country gone. Kind of the reason why all these downed helicopters are around. There's kind of a reason that Coyote here knows so much about it too.
I just know how to look for information.
Oh, it's a little more
Pacing
than
of
that,
things in
isn't
my
it?
line of work, so.
Well, my line of work, I guess, I'm being supplied by a country that wants me dead, and I'm giving the supplies to the people who probably want me dead. So, either way, I might be a dead person.
Sucks playing the middleman while you got a noose around your neck at the same time, huh?
Ain't that the fucking truth? But I'm gonna provide as much help as I can until somebody finally catches up with me. And then when that happens, I hope to God and pray to God that you guys get a better person than me. Because I have a feeling the U.S. pulls through here, y'all ain't gonna have this. Ow, shit. That fucking hurt. Ow! Fuck you! Ow! It's not funny, that hurt my foot.
Are you fighting inanimate objects in your mind?
She's fighting her air conditioning unit.
Oh.
I'm fighting my. I went to get out of bed and I kicked my AC unit.
Ouch. Are you talking like one of those wall ones
Yeah,
or
it's
what?
hurt. Huh?
You talking about like one of those big old wall ones or what?
No, it's a portable one. It's one that stands up. I just cleaned the air filter out of it earlier and it decided to blow a bunch of dust in my face. Now it's nice and cool, but I went to get out of the bed and I kicked it on accident because I forgot how close it was to my bed.
Ouch.
Anyways, back to in character. Yeah. The airfield was me, mostly because I refused the orders to destroy Livonia. Because, in all honesty, I think it's a beautiful country, despite the zombies. And from the people that I've met, they're just normal people trying to survive. But they wanted me... You know, just... With 98, if they were involved, which most likely they were, they haven't done anything recently that I know of. And if I catch them doing something, I'll deal with it. But I'm not going to arrest somebody without the evidence to back it.
So
Can't just
he
go by
said
word of
something
mouth.
about chat logs or something? Would you mind
Yeah,
if I see
radio
those?
logs. Yeah, here. I have a bunch of logs that he gave me
This
about
is,
who was in charge.
This is, a lot of radio logs here.
Yep. I used to be in their radio frequencies. But like I said, we were a neutral group. They knew my radio and I knew theirs.
What am I supposed to read off of this?
It's the list of their members. Most of them are deceased. There's only 3 left besides Centron himself. It would be Fred, or whatever his character's name is, Reaper, and himself, and one other person that are still alive. But they all pretty much went their separate ways. Is there a
Like,
fire
what am I
going? I
actually
need to
supposed
dry
to-
my shit out.
What am I actually supposed to be